Hey, what's going on? I am hanging out with Charlie, and we just did a sort of long form interview, but I wanted to publish a very, short interview and get some great information from Charlie. So, first off, Charlie, who are you? And you have a YouTube channel, so go ahead and mention it here.
Yeah, so I'm Charlie from Passive Priority. That's my YouTube channel. And what my channel's done is pretty much just track my journey of publishing in the masses for my second authority website. So I started my first authority website in April of 2020, published over 500 articles in the first 8 or 9 months, learned a lot of things, made a lot of mistakes, took everything from that journey and put it onto my second authority website, where the goal was to publish 1,000 articles in under a year. And that's what I'm here to talk about today, Doug.
Perfect. And just so people know some results here, you have published 925 articles in about 11 months, so you are on target. The site is probably worth about $50 to $55,000. There's only a small amount of data, but you did hit $1,500 per month in under a year, which is pretty amazing. So, number one, how have you been able to find 925 keywords? So let's talk about keyword research a little bit here.
Yeah, so I'm in a very broad niche. There's plenty to write about. It's very competitive, but only in certain elements. There's plenty of topics that are barely talked about, frequently asked on the internet that I can go after, write a quick 1,000, 1,200 word article, potentially win the snippet, bring in maybe 5 to 20 visitors for that article on a daily basis, and it can really contribute to growing traffic very quickly. So the first few months, published several hundred articles on a monthly basis, a lot of editing. I put it all on the site on my own, uploaded images, did all the internal linking, and heard crickets the first couple of weeks. First couple of months, nothing was really moving like crazy. I was like, it's probably not a good thing that I have more articles that I'm receiving traffic on a daily basis. But that's what it was like the first couple of months. Continue to publish content, continue to get better at keyword research, and actually write articles that you're going to rank for. And it's so critical for a new site. And that's what really contributed to the growth. Now, I've slowed down publishing a lot. I mean, I am at 925 articles. I've only added about 50 articles just in the last couple months, but understanding keyword research a lot better is allowing me to publish articles that each and every one is going to have some type of positive impact on growing the traffic for the website and hopefully the authority as well within the topic.
Do you care about the keyword search volume?
I don't get too caught up in what the traffic tools tell me. It can tell you a good amount of information initially early on, but it's also important to type that phrase in Google and see what type of results you see. If there's these high authority websites, if there's, ton of your competitors ranking positions 1 to 10, like it's not worth it. Like, yeah, it may say 200 search volume for a keyword, but everyone else is also building a website like you thought the same thing. Oh, it has 200, searches per month. Let me write an article on it. Don't think like that. Don't worry about something like that. Just think about if that question's probably being asked, if there's some volume on it, if there's some user generated content around that question, that's probably when you should start publishing an article. I don't get too caught up in spending money on keyword research tools. I let the data kind of speak for itself once I've kind of taken a stab at publishing an article within that topic cluster, see how it performs, and then I continue to pump out more content if that's working for that specific area of that topic.
You published so much, 925 articles so far, so I'm guessing you didn't write it all. Can you tell us about your team, where you found your writers, and how much you pay them?
Sure. So I used to first look at each article and create the format on my own. So I did publish the first article for every one of my categories before I outsourced. Now, don't make me seem like a hero. That still winds up being only like 10 or 12 articles. The rest was all outsourced. I really wanted to stay around the $25 per 1,000 word mark for writers, but it was all dependent on what the topic was about, the research required, and the quality of writers. So I have some really good writers at the $15 to $20 mark. At my high, I had about 11 writers working for me. Right now, I have about 4 writers, 2 of them at the $15 to $20 mark. I have 1 writer at the $30 to $40 mark, and then I have another writer that charges me anywhere from $45 to $60. That writer is unique because she works on those longer pieces of content with a lot of images, maybe a graph here and there to really explain the topic well. That writer in the middle focuses on these more in-depth questions. They're still 1,000 word response posts, but they need a little bit more information, a little more data behind them. I do ask her to go a little bit more into deeper research on it. And then the other writers that are $15 to $20 word articles, they require minimal research. They're pretty easy questions to answer. People still search for them, but it's kind of easy to figure it out and explain the topic. So not too much research is needed there. All four writers are contributing to topics of articles that contribute to the traffic's growth on my site. So I figured those are good resources to continue to put money in at this point in time, where I had that data from my first 11 writers many months ago and kind of took that data to really focus in on the writers that are contributing to the growth.
And you mentioned you're on Mediavine. What is the earnings per 1,000 visitors, as we refer to often?
Sure. So the RPM for the month of October was just over $21 per 1,000 sessions. Now, quick little thing on Mediavine, and this will be helpful for people out there maybe waiting to join Mediavine. I did apply to Mediavine right before 50,000 sessions. I was on Mediavine before with my first site, but still, every new site you get onto Mediavine, they do want that 50,000 sessions in the last 30 days. So when I was around the 47,000 session per 30-day mark, I asked them if I could apply, and they did said, yes, you can apply, and we'll see how things look. I sent in the application, worked with their team, and they did get me in maybe a couple days early, which makes a difference because if your site's getting 2,000 visitors per day plus at that time, that's an extra $30, to $50 per day you're starting to earn earlier on. So I got into Mediavine, site's making $1,500 a month. It gives you a lot of data on articles that are currently working with their RPM. It motivates you to continue with the project. And now it's going to put some money back in my pocket where I can either invest that further into content or even take some profits here and there. But, I'm inclined just to kind of put all that money back into the site and grow it further.
And you're only publishing informational content and essentially earning nothing from any affiliate revenue, which generally, like on a per visitor basis, you earn a lot more with affiliate reviews. So why are you avoiding this, wonderful source of revenue?
Now, it's a good point. I mean, two ways to think about it. First part of it is from Google's eyes. Do I want to be just like an affiliate website where I kind of plug in products, give product reviews on products I don't actually own or products that I don't know anything really about? So I guess the response to that is you can pay someone to do it and it'll probably be expensive and it's a different way to go about product reviews. The other side to it is, I'm just an informational site. So some buyer can come along and say, I'll slap on a higher multiple and pay more of a premium because very easily I can just slot in some affiliate program or Amazon affiliates and I can easily jump up the RPM on the website and start making money a lot quicker. And even that person can flip the site in just a short amount of time, probably make a good profit. So I guess there's an opportunity for the site for a potential buyer to come in and see it as a great way to, scale earnings quicker. But I'm kind of still hesitant right now because I just don't want to have any negative impact from Google of slotting in Amazon affiliate products for no reason. I do think there's value in putting some links and some information articles to some products, and that's something I can explore. But right now, monetization is just not the top of my priority just yet. I want to publish more content. I want to focus on keyword research because at the end of the day, that's what's really going to get me to the several $1,000s per month income or the $5,000 per month mark, which is ultimately what everyone would want to get to.
Very cool. Well, we did a full long form interview. So that should be coming out soon, or it's already out depending on when you see this. So if you want to hear more from Charlie, definitely check out that video, subscribe to this channel, go check out Charlie's channel over there at, what is it again?
Passive Priority.
Got it. I'll put a link in the description so people can get to it. And I know I'm keeping you from doing cool stuff today. So Charlie, it's been great to catch up. Thanks for joining me.
Thanks, Doug. Have a good one.